It is finally August 4th, 2022. You know what that means? That means the Hall of Fame game is finally here. We have football, guys. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Thursday night football showdown, Hall of Fame game style, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am so happy that football is back, and we are in our bread and butter, and that's the showdown slates, all right? I did not do showdown slates for preseason last year. We're going to do it this year, get you guys ready and in the mode leading up to the regular season. And this is going to be our way of really digging deep on these rosters, picking out some guys, and when watching some of these gems grow and make that 53-man roster. So it's going to be super intriguing who we uncover in this preseason. All right, guys, before I deep dive into the showdown, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to pick a few players on each and every position, move on down, and give you guys who I really like and who I like at that captain position. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon if you need more DFS help, more betting advice, and more fantasy football advice, because we're going heavy in August. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon. Make sure you get connected. All those links will be down below. All right, first up for our showdown, we're going to go on with who's in, who's out, and probably we're not going to see a lot of the ones, all right? Derek Carr, we're not going to see a lot of him until the third preseason game. There's no Trevor Lawrence, there's no Travis Etienne, and there's no James Robinson. Those are all definites that are going to be out, and CJ Beathard, okay? So 2 quarterbacks are out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Derek Carr is going to get very limited to either no work at all. All the ones you can kind of like take out the equation in your lineup builds, and we're going to build from there. So let's start off with the quarterback position, okay? Jacksonville, no quarterbacks, no 2 quarterbacks, no Lawrence, no Beathard. Who is next in line? They have Jake Luton, who's going to be the starting quarterback. It was already announced, as you can see. We'll draw the start on Thursday. We have Jake Luton. We'll put him in there. And we have Kyle Slaughter, okay? We've seen him in previous preseasons with the Vikings. He has some rushing ability. Can be a dark horse if you wanted to fade Luton and go to the Kyle Slaughter version. Definitely someone you can consider. Everyone's going to be the same price here, as you can see, $7,600 for that slot position, okay? So let's say we just do a quick assessment. We'll throw $11,400 at the captain spot, and from there, yeah, you pretty much get whatever you want. All right, you have to figure out the correct combination. That's up to you. Okay, so those are going to be the 2 options at quarterback: Luton and Slaughter. I lean Luton, so we'll throw him in there over Slaughter. On the Las Vegas side, I said there's going to be limited action with Derek Carr, or none at all, so you don't want to go there. The guys after Derek Carr are going to be Jarrett Stidham, who we know from the Patriots, who sucks, or you can go with the veteran in Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins, I think, is going to be someone very sneaky that we can have at the captain position, other than someone else we're going to get to at that running back position, okay? So these are the guys I really want to have in each and every one of my lineups. That's Jake Luton. That's Nick Mullins. And number 3, we're going to go over to the running backs. All right, no Travis Etienne and no James Robinson. That leaves the depth chart very thin. That gives the opportunity for Snoop Connor to become the number 1 running back. He's going to get the start alongside Luton at the quarterback position. This man is going to be a huge get right here. Sneaky, very sneaky. I'm telling you right now, James Robinson is literally just, this man can't even run. He's lightly I watched the videos, man. He's lightly jogging on the side. People like to think that, oh, he's been activated, he's going to be ready. It's an Achilles injury. You lose your explosion after you have your Achilles injury. It takes 18 months. It takes 18 months. It's been 12. James Robinson is not going to be ready, and then you have to compare him to the explosive back Even though he had a Lisfing injury on his foot with Travis Etienne, he's still young and explosive. You see it. He's worked back from his injury, all right? He has time to recoup. James Robinson, on the other hand, you can see him hampered, trying to run. He's trying to get back up to speed because he is in must start mode, all right? He's trying to get to where Travis Etienne is, and he is far, far behind. This should be the backup running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that is Snoop Conner. You're going to see him for the first time in this Hall of Fame game. This is going to be my top 3 guys in each and every lineup, okay? Luton, Mullins, Snoop, Conner. All right, some other guys you can look at the running back position on the Jacksonville side will be Ryquell Armstead. Obviously, he's been the backup for Jacksonville for a couple years now. We've seen him perform. He has nice running ability. He has receiving ability as well. So he's going to be backing up Snoop Conner. Definitely you can consider Ryquell Armstead. On the Las Vegas side, I do not expect much of Josh Jacobs. I do not expect much of Kenyon Drake. But other than that, we have a very deep running back room for the Las Vegas Raiders. So they're going to be trying a little bit of everyone. And they have a lot. They got like 5 to 6 running backs that they're going to be throwing out there. Amir Abdullah, who we know from the Vikings. They have Brandon Bolden, who they brought over from the New England Patriots. So this one is going to be very murky. They still have their rookie Zamir White, who you can throw in there. I know a lot of people are going to go to him. But this can be a very cloudy situation. I might want to stay away from that. You're really just throwing a dart if you choose a Las Vegas running back, just to be 100% honest. Okay, so I'm feeling confident with the 3 guys I got right here. Let's move down to the wide receivers. And you can definitely cross off the ones most likely. Adams, Renfro, Kirk, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones. We're looking deep down here, okay? Some guys I want to look at for the Las Vegas side is going to be Demarcus Robinson. He has ability to go deep. We've seen him with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's going to be trying to work in as that wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 3 on this team. You can consider him. If we continue to go down, I like this guy right here. Tyron Johnson has been having a very good camp so far. So I'm going to throw him in the pool at the flex. I like him as an option for the Las Vegas side. If I have someone else to throw in from the Las Vegas side, we're going to go with DJ Turner. Okay, these are the guys that have been stepping up in training camp as of now. Okay, we will see if they come up in their first preseason game. All right, so let's take we'll keep that on the board. Let's go over to the Jacksonville's wide receivers here, and some of the guys we're going to look at here will be Jeff Cotton Jr., who's been someone that has a nice connection with Jake Luton as that wide receiver 2 on that second unit. Jeff Cotton is going to be someone that we're going to consider, and we're going to also consider Tim Jones here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'll throw him out. We're going to pop in Tim Jones there. So I gave you 2 wide receivers on the Jacksonville Jaguars side that you should focus on, and I gave you a few on the Las Vegas Raiders side. Let's move down to the tight ends, who we're going to key on down here. And then I'll go on to the kickers and the defenses, which is going to be sneaky. It's going to be very sneaky. In this first preseason game, there's going to be a lot of fluctuation and probably a low-scoring environment. This leans to defense, and this leans to field goals. If we look at last year's game between the Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers, it was only 19 points in that Hall of Fame game scored, all right? This is their first opportunity to get on the field. There was an interception from we're going to get bad quarterback play once you get Luton and the other guys, and you get to the next level quarterbacks. So there's going to be some bad QB play, mistakes, definitely field goals. We saw in this game in total, if we scroll all the way down, we had a total of 5 total field goals in that game. Okay, obviously there were some misses, but I think we have some solid kickers here. If we just go down to this team, we got Carlson, who we know and love, and then Santoso. If I had to choose one, we're going with Carlson, right? I know Dan Carlson is a awesome field goal kicker. Definitely someone you want to consider. But the tight end position, we only get a certain period of time to really take advantage of Foster Moreau, and this is his time. In the preseason, we take full advantage. He's going to be a sneaky, very sneaky captain play for Thursday. Foster Moreau is obviously behind the number 1 tight end right now for the Las Vegas Raiders, and Foster Moreau has the upside to being a number 1. He just happens to be behind Darren Waller, which is very unfortunate, but he's going to be one of our top plays for Thursday. Okay, Foster Moreau is an outstanding tight end, number 2 tight end, and now he's going to get the full opportunity to be the number 1. If we're looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't expect much from Evan Ingram. He's going to be the number 1 tight end. If we're looking deeper than that, I wouldn't really choose one of these guys, but if I had to, if you forced me to, I would choose Dan Arnold or Chris Manhurst to be one of these 2 guys. I think I would stay away from the tight ends on the Jacksonville Jaguar side. I would stick to the wide receivers I told you, and definitely Snoop Connor or Raquel Armstead. All right, and if we're going down a little bit further, like I said, we're going to go with Dan Carlson as a kicker. If you want to choose a Jacksonville kicker, he's probably going to have some opportunities as well. I don't expect many touchdowns in this first game of the preseason. It's usually very ugly, and we have defenses here that should probably take advantage of these poor quarterback play once you get to the 3rd and 4th and 5th string quarterbacks on these teams. So both defenses are going to be viable for flex, okay, for flex, and could be for captain position. But guys, if you focus on these guys I have in my flex right now, these are all going to be alternative guys you can put at that captain spot that have big upside for our first showdown on Thursday. All right, so don't forget, we're going to key in on Jake Luton. We are going to key in on Nick Mullins, who has some upside. We've seen him in past preseasons. Snoop Connor is going to be one of my favorite gems at that captain position. Foster Moreau is going to be another definitely someone to look at in the game Thursday. And Darren Carlson as kicker. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. There's going to be a lot of ugly football. I don't expect that many touchdowns, but when they get on the opposite side of the field, they want points on the board. And just as an example, we had 5 field goals in that prior Hall of Fame game in a very low-scoring environment. We want to take full advantage of that. And Daniel Carlson is a very great kicker in the NFL. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions. Did I miss someone that's popping off in camp for the Raiders or for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Let me know in that comment section down below if I missed someone. Definitely we get to discuss that, and you can just alter your lineups there. All right, I think I provided you some solid information here to get you guys ready for this first showdown, because this is limited information, man. We're talking about 3rd, 4th, 5th stringers. Guys going to be coming in and out of this game. Hopefully we get the right mix together. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video. Peace out.